offers a lot of different flavors to kind of make it fit in any genre you'd be working in. What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's staying safe and indoors, and to that end, the people at Ujam put out an update to their bass module, which is the Virtual Bassist 2. And today I'm taking a look at the Royal one. They have 3. And what I'm doing with this one is literally just going through the presets, maybe tweaking a few of the sounds just so you can see what you can do with the kind of standard controls that they have here. And I also put a drum track so you can actually hear it in context, so you don't just focus on the solo sound of this bass. Obviously the bass is part of the rhythm track, so you want that to be kind of full, but at the same time leave enough space in the low end for the kick drum. So let me just play you what the drum sounds like before touching anything on the Virtual Bassist. Just a basic beat, kick and snare, nothing too extravagant happening on this one. And what I did with the plugin itself was I added a C. I just drew the MIDI in so that it actually plays when hitting the space key like this. So together with the drum, it's going to sound like this. So quite a simple setup here, but as I said, what I want to do is go through all of these different presets here. So you have ballad sounds, funk, hip hop, indie, Latin pop, reggae, and rock. And these sound quite distinctive, and you'll hear that even though it is technically using kind of the same amp settings and the same character settings, it is making a huge impact on how to use these in different styles. So let's go through them, starting with the introduction preset folder and a lovely bass. So I'm gonna use the Simply Bass preset just to take you through the settings. As you can hear from the introduction folder, it is a really good bass sound, and the patterns themselves, although you do have quite a few of them, sound really adequate for this type of bass playing. Obviously, it's going to be different if you go for the rockier one or for the upright version of this plugin. But with what this one does, which is kind of a general purpose bass, it just sounds great straight out of the box. So I'm going to come back to Simply Bass and tweak some of these settings, try a few amp settings, and also this finisher tool in the middle here, which is quite an interesting touch because you can affect the bass sound without having to add additional plugins, which is always a good thing. So let me hit play, I'll tweak this, and let's see what settings we get to. I really like that sound, and I like what the chorus does with the finisher. It gives it that Andy Wallace bass sound, which I really love. And as you can see, turning one knob changes the sound completely. So I would experiment with these, but as I said, this is mostly just gonna focus on the presets. So I'm gonna continue with the ballad presets. Let's see what these ones sound like. So those were the funk, hip hop, indie folders, and they sound completely different to one another, but at the same time, all of them are usable. There was no sound there that couldn't really find its place in a song, and that's something quite unique to UJam because you usually get some plugins, and some of them have really good sounds, but it's kind of only like 10% of them, and you end up just using those and ignoring the rest of the 600 one that it comes with. But with these types of plugins, with UGEM's line of, in this case, bass modules, all of them are usable, and the patterns themselves are usable. And you can even switch this to instrument and literally just play the bass as you would any other similar plugin. And the good thing about this is that the actual samples are really good. It sounds super realistic, and that's also because of the size of the library. It's sits at around 7 GB, so you get a lot of really good sampling going on with this one. So let's see what these samples sound like on the what they dub the Latin flavor of the plugins. So you can get a lot out of these, and again, these are just the plugins. You can change what it actually sounds like. You can change the actual melodic lines that it plays. You can switch to to play this as an instrument to take kind of full advantage of what it can do. You have all of these little phrases that you can add within the larger melodic ideas. So there's a lot of possibilities you can explore using, again, just the presets, and even adding these four knobs to pick up the character, the amp and the drive. There's a lot you can get out of the box by tweaking it. So I highly recommend you give this a go. It's you can download it for free and try it out for a few days. You'll probably fall in love with it because the bass sound is realistic, but at the same time it offers a lot of different flavors to kind of make it fit in any genre you'd be working in. So let me know if you download this and if you use it in one of your tracks, and also link to the track in the comments. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Thanks a lot for watching the video until the end. I really do hope you got something out of it. And if you did enjoy it, if you did get any value out of it, please let me know in the comments below. And consider subscribing to the channel, share the video, like it, all that jazz. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks.